if they release anything.
And that's exactly why Eric Weinstein has nothing to do with this. He, to my knowledge, has no ability whatsoever to. I mean, if they wanted some sort of uh, theoretical physics pontification, then sure. But what is he actually going to provide in a real meaningful way to I mean, you may well call this it's an investigation, like an actual investigation. So
Uh,
He's completely changed his tune though. Completely, right? I mean, he went from a total skeptic and all of a sudden people like Neil deGrasse Tyson, I'm not putting them in the same bucket, but it's very similar in that there's to these people now publicly they're stating, quote, there's a there. And I don't think it's a coincidence.
there is, of course, the possibility that they're studying the plasma fusion of the natural plasma phenomena, which effectively are doing the same type of fusion that they are recreating in their tokamaks, which they are hoping to create energy that they can roll out to the masses at a $40 trillion payoff of the US national debt, which is what Morgan Stanley say plasma fusion energy will make for whoever gets there first.
I would put that at like a 0.00001% possibility.
Do you
Look,
think they know what the
I'm just
plasma
going to
is
say that
all about?
if this shit is going, if they're going to produce scientific results, fine. If they don't, then whatever. I'm still not going to lose focus on what potentially they're saying exists, which is a legacy program, which means that there's scientists and people that are behind the scenes working on this shit. That's what everything is kind of alluding to now. So I'm not going to lose focus from that. They get some scientists out of this UAP advisory board, fine. But if they keep on saying that there's people in a legacy program, then what the fuck what are we talking about?
Well, I think some of this talk, I'm not saying there's not a legacy program. I believe in a UFO cabal, but I also have no doubt for the last year or so that some of the stuff we've been seeing is a major distraction from the real news. A purposeful distraction, maybe with useful idiots of sorts that don't realize they're being involved and the role that they're playing, but that's definitely the case with some of this.
I mean, if you look at the statement by the ODNI about what this governance board is supposed to be, in essence, you could equate this to disclosure by the government saying that UAPs are indeed real and they believe them to be a threat that needs to be analyzed.
I take that point away from this as well. That's
Although
one of
Abby
the
says for man made.
semi-positive things I can say is like they actually are taking it serious enough where they have this board.
Yeah, and that to me, that's Desmo. Tell me if you agree with this. That's where the distraction comes in, because think about it. We had something in the airspace over Barksdale in Louisiana where our only or one of our only nuclear capable strikes groups is, and we couldn't do anything about it. That's should be about as serious as it gets. And honestly, that should have been worldwide news. And I think that this is finally an admission of sorts that yeah, that's real and happening.
Has
I'm
anybody
sorry.
read this mission statement
That's
out
what I
loud
want to
here?
read. Please, Desmo, get
Yeah,
to
it
the
says
mission statement. It's
the
so clear.
mission of the governing body that can use each member's capabilities and unique authorities to cohesively address national security threats posed by UAP. The governance board will also integrate and optimize interagency processes involved in the investigation of UAP incidents and collection procedures used to analyze UAP data to ensure more effective support to the All Domain Error Anomaly Resolution Office. The governance board will assist in the timely coordination of declassification of UAP related information in accordance with EO 13526 classified national security information. So in essence, this is probably the most significant part of this conversation, in my opinion. It is saying that the US government is acknowledging that there is a UAP phenomenon actually taking place, and that UAP phenomenon poses a perceived national security threat. The government has now said that for sure. By creating this governance board, they have acknowledged it.
Can I piggyback off of that? I mean, the way I hear it too is that they're developing the policies behind closed doors to establish what the investigation techniques are going to be. They have the wide spectrum of specialties, right? So this is the first time I'm really hearing any type of specialty regarding, again, skeptics to data collectors to, again, raw scientists. And then they're also going to establish the language behind it and what they're going to look at and how they're going to define it for the public. And I don't think this is the first time that we're hearing an acknowledgement. I think that acknowledgement came some time ago. I mean, maybe not as clear as it is now, but there's a reason why we actually had funding for certain programs, and this has been going on for quite some time.
It was acknowledged through Congress, but Congress doesn't have control of the executive agencies. This is acknowledgement through the executive office, who has control of the executive agencies. I feel like that it has a little bit more weight behind it when it's coming from the executive side of the government versus the congressional side of the government that controls the funding. Because they can suspect things and make programs to suspect something, but this is agencies that are controlled by the executive saying that there are things and that we need to do something about it. Also, what's interesting in this statement is that they are in essence acknowledging that Arrow never had the actual capability to to accurately analyze the data that they were receiving to
Yeah.
form conclusions based off of that data.
So I'm saying they needed help. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what this governance board statement says, right? I've been saying this for fucking what 2 years now, right? When you hire a bunch of intelligence analysts and give them a scientific mission, you're not going to get a scientific answer. You're going to get an intelligence based answer, and
That's a good point.
Facts.
that's what we've gotten from fucking Arrow for the last 2 years. Is they hired a bunch of fucking intelligence analysts that had maybe degrees in science, but they weren't fucking scientists.
Well, even
Doing the,
investigators into the whistleblower claims too. They're not
they
investigators.
they had intelligence analysts working in Arrow, and they never had the professional capability to actually do any kind of analysis to determine what these things are. And so they're beefing up the Arrow staff, in essence, or Arrow capabilities by providing people that are actually capable of interpreting the data that they're getting outside of the intelligence community. So I mean, this governance board mission is solid. I think that's a good thing. But these are the governance board is the folks that are in charge of this Avulo group, right? In essence, they report to this governance
It
board.
will be interesting to see, like, in the next UFO drop, to see, like, if they're involved at all or, like, how much they're involved in the process. Because if they're not involved in this next UFO files 4 drop or trying to analyze the process of declassified information, like, I do wonder how they're going to actually be involved in any of this.
You want to put your tinfoil hat on. Maybe some of this data that this is speculation. I don't know any of this to be factual, but if you were to play the conspiracy game that a lot of folks in this community plays, if they are about to release some significant information that Corbell alleges he has and has seen, and that some of these people have alleged that they've seen, if they are about to release that publicly, they sure as fuck should have something lined up to be able to explain what you're seeing to the public.
That's kind of what I also felt like the creation of this is either anticipation that something like that is going to happen, like you just said, some kind of disclosure to the public that would need to be
Like
analyzed.
undeniable or some shit like that. You talking about?
I mean, straight up, if there's Gresh alluded to the fact that potentially this administration would release pictures of recovered craft, right? If that's the case, then yeah, what's the intelligence assessment behind it? Is going to go to this science advisory panel or this governance board. You know what I mean?
You got the
That's a good
goods. If
point.
you got the goods, you got to do it right. And this is how you do it right. You follow this. You follow the policies. You follow the format. You get the right board in there. You get all the skeptics to make it undeniable. Ah, man, I want to believe.
You know who doesn't like doing it right? Zen.
Oh boy.
Yeah, just do it.
Terrestrial told me that Astral saw some really sick UFO feed in the in that disclosure movie.
Inside.
I mean, I heard this was true.
I walked out.
You walked out of the disclosure movie?
He did not. He watched to the very end, and all he did was yell at the screen afterwards.
I didn't yell. No.
You had him back there the whole time? Come on. What the fuck?
This entire time.
It wasn't my
You were
thought
throwing
though.
popcorn and shit at the screen when the lights were on.
In a
It's terrible.
wheelchair? Oh, come on.
They were
And Terrestrial told me that Astral hated that movie because he didn't like those feet.
feeding
Alien
that
feet.
critter babies the whole time, man. Who's kidding who?
Zim, give us your hot take. Come on.
Yeah, did you watch the movie yet?
Oh yeah. I gotta say, it was a lot to it. I dated a girl from Sykesville. I want to bring that up. That was one of the only towns they named that the experiencers were hiding at.
God, you're so old.
You dog you.
I've told the story in a chat, but we liked each other. She was a really pretty girl, prettier than I usually can, bring. But she got pink eye, and I had a date with her, and I'm like, hey. And she's like, it's still a little puff, what time are you picking me up? I'm like, yeah. So that day, I just kind of didn't stand her up. But
You stood her up.
That's
Damn,
fucked up,
bro.
Zim. Just because she had pink eye? That's fucked up, yo.
Man.
She was oozing. And that shit called by feces, fecal matter. And that's her fault. It ain't. You wash your fucking hands. Don't put your fingers in your eye. You know what I'm saying? But she lived in Sykesville. It's, I think, spelled Sykes. And they use that name because it's the coolest name ever for a town. So that's my review. How do you like them apples?
That's it?
Astro, what did Bryce Abel and them think about the movie?
I don't think they liked it, him or Brent,
They was
initially,
bullshitting
but
on
they're
it.
kind of coming around to it. So they're just like me. I gave it a 4 out of 10 initially, but then I, moved it to a 5 out of 10.
Oh,
I don't
you went
know.
back and bumped it up to a 5?
I bumped it up a little bit. I felt a little bad. You know what it was? If I hadn't seen the previews, honestly, if I hadn't seen any previews at all, because I went back and watched the third final preview. It was like the whole fucking movie.
Yeah,
I was pissed.
bro.
I was like, yo,
That's why I got that rule, man. I'm one and done with trailers on any movie. I'm watching the
Yeah.
first
So if
one,
I
and
hadn't
that's it.
seen that, it would have been a higher rate. Like, I think I would have been around a 6 or 7 if it wouldn't have been, if I hadn't seen anything beforehand. I would have been like, damn, this shit is crazy. At the end, especially.
I saw Astral's post 4 out of 10 right before I went. He had the matinee, thank goodness. And then I was like, oh no. Because I saw 8.5s and I didn't believe it. Saw the 4, went in.
Well, to ask you.
Astro, I got a question.
4. I gave
Were
it a
you
6,
rooting
but
for
it
the
was
guy
a
with the
4.
beard the whole time or not? I know
He
you were.
definitely was. He's like, this guy's badass. Look at him
They can't.
naturally project.
Motherfucker had the superpowers and shit. Ain't no way Astro wasn't saying, look, hear the man out. These people can't handle disclosure.
Ultimately, I think it was a PG movie for me. Like this shit, I
Yeah,
wanted a
yeah.
fucking R movie. I wanted like the
Nah,
gritty shit, bro.
Spielberg, man. Spielberg wasn't
I
gonna do
know, I know.
this.
You know, it was Spielberg, but it played more like a PG movie to me. Like nobody. The thing about this, nobody fucking died. Like the DOD is getting their shit exposed and nobody dies. Like, come on.
She had the knife in the back seat. It should have been over.
I was so the real movie was about a bunch of guys against the disclosure in the super powerful, super secret government that has access to this stuff, attacking and murdering experiencers who don't agree. Okay, that's what that movie was. And then in the end, and look, we got this guy in a wheelchair. So in that sense of it, it was a little creepy. Um, Life echoing or life mirroring art or vice versa. Hasn't that come to, hasn't that been what it's come down to as far as what the most unique part of this year of the disclosure movement is? The missing fucking people. It's the missing people that were witnessing this shit. And that's also the theme of the movie. Is it like, are they faking people missing to sell the movie better? I mean, what?
Okay, what about the fucking cop car scene? The guy's he's hijacking the fucking sheriff car, and I'm like, what, bro? What are you doing? He's like fucking driving it right into the woods, right into a
Right to
tree.
the edge and
Yeah,
shit.
it's like, come on, bro.
But
And then they fucking sneak away when they're like 5 feet away from
it's
them, and they're like,
classic
nobody fucking
Spielberg
Hiding,
though,
knows.
man. Like that whole shit when
hiding
he
wood in the
jumps
fence.
he
That's
jumps the
PG
car
Disney shit,
when he
bro.
jumps his car through the fucking house and shit, and then automatically like 5 or 6 cars are following it. That's total Spielberg, dog. That's classic scene.
Hiding behind the open fence,
The
just
trains.
crawling up on 15 military
Bro, the
airmen.
guy's, yeah, he's like rolling into the car, like in the fence, like 10 feet, like 20 feet from the guys. Like these guys are all looking at the house, like 20 fucking guys, and nobody looks at their car and they leave the keys in, like, okay.
Miss point
Oh,
blank.
bruh,
Missed
it's a
him. Missed
movie,
him.
bro.
Bad.
Like, what do you
No,
expect
it's not.
from this shit? It's not reality, man.
Look, it was as real as the Blues Brothers. All right.
I mean, you
I
see,
wanted
you
so much
see that
more,
shit
Steve.
throughout the
I
whole
wanted
shit.
so much more.
Like when the Wardex people pull up to the fucking TV station, you see how they all just pull up at the same time? Like that's some movie shit. Nobody pulls up all at the same time like that. Come on, man.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. The first fucking 10 seconds of the movie, I was like, oh shit, this is not about to be what I thought it was. We're getting hit in the face with a fucking foot in the first 10 seconds. I'm like, what? And then all of a sudden, this guy's like in the fucking in the wrestling arena. Like these guys are holding him up, like, oh, let me get the alien material for your girlfriend. Like, the Dave.
The foot killed me. The foot killed me. It started off with a bang, literally, though.
Fucking Astro constantly says, if you really have this info, just say it.
Yo, and
Nobody.
even in the beginning of the movie, they're like, the
The
guy
guy in
who
the
has the
movie
backpack,
doesn't
he's like,
bitch
what if I just
about.
post this stuff on the internet? What if I just post it? And they're like, no, 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 don't do that. Don't post it on the internet.
This movie will be over if you fucking post it
You
on the internet.
hated that, Astro. You hated that, right? When he was like, "Let me just post it," they were like,
Post it
"Nah."
on UFO Twitter, bitch.
UFO Twitter. What?
And speaking about unrealistic, how about the guy leaving the hot girlfriend who has the fucking studio job?
No,
Oh,
she
come
left
on,
him,
bro.
bro. Like he
But
went,
yeah, but he was
he
done
went
at
into the
labor.
good. Like that was another part where I was like, okay, like everybody's looting the fucking store, right? Like World War III is happening. Everybody's fucking chaos, and the guy working the store is like fucking stocking the shelves. I'm like, what is this guy
The least
doing?
stock asshole that too. He's putting
There's going to be those NPCs
Skittles
who
up
do
there.
that, though. Get ready. Get ready. There's going to be the people who still stock the shelves while the shit's going to shit because they're like, you know what? There ain't nothing else I can do but stock these motherfucking shelves.
There are more
Isn't that what we're
Skittles in
doing
the
right now?
Left the child
Holiday
alone in the
Jesus.
car.
I didn't even know this was your space because your picture, I have bad eyesight and it changes often. And then it's the weird writing. But I'm glad I pressed the picture. I see it's you. So I'm just joining because it's you. I hope you're well. And this is a great conversation. And Desmo killed it earlier with explaining the executive, you know, the executive. Uh, Sorry, I'm stoned. I just hit a bong. Uh, they're noticing the shit, and it's important. Yeah, so it's good. But hey, that started kicking in right in the middle of talking to you. Wow.
Yeah, thanks, Ophelia.
Sorry.
It does, but
You're talking about the governance board,
you ever
Mr.
flown
Statement.
Blackhawks?
Have
Yeah.
I? I've not wiggled the sticks on them, but I was a test engineer on them in Germany. So all the so when you rebuild like the rotor system of a helicopter, you have to do like this thing called track and balance, where you make sure all the rotor blades are flying on the same plane, and you're making sure that they're not making any excessive vibrations in the rotor system and in the drive system. And so that was my job in Germany way back when, was to fly in Blackhawks and Chinooks and do all the track and balance adjustments. So I would sit in the back while the test pilots flew, and then I would run this little computer that measured like the track and the balance and the vibrations and all this shit. And then we would come back, and then I would have to go up and make like certain
So
adjustments
you've
on
flown in them, but
the
you never
flaws.
actually flown. Did you fly helicopters at all, or were you just a test engineer?
I've flown a Huey, but I'm a commercial rated fixed wing pilot. So airplanes.
Gotcha.
Yep. But I'm not helicopter rated. Nope. I've done my share of flying in helicopters. I never really intended on wanting to be a pilot on one.
How about a helicopter Uber?
They're making those. Um, they're calling it Uber Air.
Baller
At
shit.
least, at least that's what I've heard. They've been working on that shit since like 2017. They got to build like heliports or not heliports, but like they're wanting to make it with like electric vehicles, like electric, multi-rotor type,
Oh yeah, the
transport
oversized drones.
vehicles. Yeah, basically, yeah. And so they've got to have like they want to do it in urban centers, and so they've got to have places for these things to operate in airspace that can allow them to operate, but also like for them to be able to land and charge after they make their trips. Um, it's a big infrastructure thing, but it's something that they're serious about putting together. I think you could probably still Google Uber Air. They were investing tons of money in it like a decade ago.
Did y'all see the latest Jesse Michaels episode that he's about to post?
Nah, who's in it?
Jordan Josak from Skywatcher.
Oh yeah, that dude. Does he say anything interesting?
It's a lot of gate stuff. It looks like educational, taken away, and then psychic abilities, psionic shit.
We talked to that dude. Was it with you or somebody in the space? We talked to that dude before he came out as a
I had a
Skywatcher
space with
guy.
him. Yeah, I've met with him a couple of times. He's a cool dude, but I'm not. I don't know, man. Like the whole gate thing of like people being taken away for years in the school system and like
Yeah,
gone
I
through this
remember.
program. I
I
don't know,
asked him
man.
some questions about that when he first came out. I remember that shit. I don't know whose space that was. I forget. Might have been yours. but it was in the afternoon. He just popped up. I'll
I heard
watch it.
Stephanie says he's part of
I'm
that.
not super interested, but I'll watch it.
That gate program stuff makes my butthole itch. It just makes my bullshit meter go.
What are you eating right now, Ophelia?
So a jalapeno cheddar, like piece of bread, yummy piece of bread, and I just put a bunch of turkey meat in it. And I just eating it
It
like
better
that.
not
I
be
should put some
homemade
sauce on
sourdough.
it. I don't know, but the girls are posing with those things like a guy does with a fish
I know
lately,
it's
especially in the
obnoxious.
women's chat. Ooh, they've been showing off their sourdoughs, and it's getting pretty hot in there.
Damn TikTok trends.
Mm.
See that sourdough, girl.
Oh, dude, I don't like sourdough though. Personally, I've never liked that shit. Mm. You know, like a white bread, a Dutch tiger bread. Wow, do that one. Oh, there's beautiful Lynn down there. She needs to come on up. We got beautiful friends down there. We need some more women up here. Come on up. Beautiful Furby, not Nort. Come on up. So I got to leave in a second. And it can't just be the sausage party forever. Jesus needs female friends. Come on up.
You know, French never speaks in my spaces, but she speaks in everybody else's spaces.
Why is that, French?
Yeah.
Do you not like Jesus? I thought you liked Jesus, French.
Am I not doom enough for you?
Okay, I gotta go do mom shit. See, talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye.
What was the reason for the not another monetized space? Was there something going on today?
Yeah, what's going on today?
Monetize space.
People were trying to monetize spaces, bro. What?
How can you even do that on this app?
I think
I think
terrestrial
it's
is
just
trying to
more
monetize the
drama.
space today.
I think
Yeah.
that was a topic of conversation in the panda shitstorm space earlier.
I missed that space. I don't usually go into shit like that.
That was a good
What's the
space. That was an
problem?
entertaining space.
I don't know. People do what the fuck they want. Charge, don't charge, go in, don't go in, do your own shit, whatever. I don't give a fuck.
Charge them when they don't know they're charged. Like,
Look who it
oh,
is.
one step too far.
Hey,
Mr.
pushing crypto.
Charger Man
Terrestrial.
himself.
I just took a beating on marathon rank tonight, dude. Took a beating. Little down. Our group didn't do well.
Terrestrial, did you bootleg Disclosure Day yet?
No, I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen
The
it,
link is
What's it
bro?
out
trying to?
there.
What's
You
it
say
trying to
you just
bootleg
not
for?
gonna pay for it. It's out there.
No, I never said I wasn't gonna pay for it.
Whoa,
Whoa, with
whoa,
that
whoa,
kind
whoa.
of
You
stuff
wouldn't just
now.
No, he said he
download
was gonna
Whoa.
prime it. He was gonna prime it.
No, I said I'd prime it up, dude, so I can hang out at home.
Bro, I went to Disclosure Day on the opening day, the fucking Friday, and they give like these disclosure pins or whatever, these commemorative disclosure pins. So I got 4 of them. All right. Like I'm like, yo, I got 4. I'm about to get, they're all the fucking same pin. It was the same pin, bro. Same 4. I was like, damn it.
And bitch is gonna be on eBay soon.
Hilarious. How much was the deer buckets? Anybody know?
Probably like
Were
$30.
those real?
Started.
$80 or some wild shit.
You know who that little red cardinal reminded me of? Holiday Jesus.
Me?
Damn.
I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to get that He-Man sword. That was like a fucking like a drink, like a bottle thing. That should look fire.
Did you see the ads for the other movies, Astral? The ad for the movie with that one girl and that one thing and that whatchamacallit? No, it was
Oh yeah, dude.
the girl with the other girl from The Devil Wears Prada, the star.
Definitely saw that one.
Yeah, and it's like an
She's
interdimensional
beautiful.
thing happens to a town. It looks cool.
I'm not gonna lie. There was like 20 minutes of fucking previews in my theater. I was like, God damn it, get to the fucking movie.
That's
Oh, it's almost like if you're at home, you can skip all
that's
that or
regular.
something.
30 minutes of previews is standard now.
Plus, you gave it a 4 out of 10, dude. That's not, very influential for me to go see it, dude.
Dude,
You
I
know what?
think it looks
Zane said that, but then he said he scored it the same thing.
Dude, everything I've heard about it, I figured you would have liked it. There was like, some mind stuff going on. I figured that would have been your
Nah,
jam.
Ash was a hater. Gonna hate it no matter what. I knew he wasn't gonna like this shit.
Nah. You know what? If I saw it without the previews and the 16,000 fucking marketing things I was bombarded with beforehand, I might have loved it. But I was shown too much of the movie. I think if I hadn't seen anything, looking back, obviously, if I just ignored everything and saw it for what it was, I'd probably have it a 6 out of 10.
It was an easy 7. Easy 7.
Calm down.
oh man.
It's not gonna define what I
Just a
didn't like
generous
about
6.
defines all the unknown and all the in a singular way, and that's what I didn't like about it. But that was a good thriller movie. I want to watch it again. Do you want to watch it again? I do want to watch it again.
Yeah, with a different ending.
Yeah,
Bro, thriller movie? Come on now, bro. This shit was PG. It was like a fucking Disney movie.
Were they saying UFO or UAP?
Dude, they're saying experiencer, all of it. All the jargon is right.
You wanted like Punisher level violence in this movie.
I wanted that
Astro.
shit raw, bro, like the boys.
They even had the Richard Nixon reference.
Yeah, the Darth Vader hand grip, and the guy's heart explodes out of his chest, throws the bloody guy to the ground.
I seen the airlines.
Questions, Lieutenant. That kind of shit. Yeah. Not Mr. Darcy from.
Yeah, I didn't want the bad guy giving up in the last second to be like, sit on the chair and be like, okay, I give up. Go ahead.
So soft. So soft. What if, like, come on. He gave up.
Should have had the alien come down, like zap his head, like put his fingers around him and just like explode his head.
Bro, even when the guy picked up the alien piece and he fucking disappeared, right? I was like, yo, he died. And then they brought him back. I'm like, damn it, bro. Like, at least kill somebody.
Yeah, he came right back.
Dude, nobody died the whole movie.
Nobody died the whole movie.
Spielberg, man. Everybody dying ET. Come on, y'all. Let's relax.
War of the Worlds, the whole crowd fucking died right in front of you. Zap!
Saving Private Ryan, a lot of people died,
Somebody could have died.
Bro, the scene in the beginning where they're like, don't squeeze the alien thing too hard, brother.
I got to be honest, I've not seen it yet.
Oh, come on, get on him now, Experience. Get on him.
Just wait for it to come
Yeah,
out.
but Desmo is busy working, scrubbing pictures at NASA. You have no excuse, Terrestrial.
Yeah, he's scrubbing flat Earth pictures of NASA.
Yeah, I can't let Experience be right about that.
Don't squeeze that alien rod too hard now, buddy.
You want somebody's head to explode and shit and like turn into a bloody pulp or some wild. You wild turkey, Astro. It's a family movie.
Family movie.
Bro, a girl with stabbing herself in the cross with the fucking arm, bro. Like, hold up.
Just play it.
That was the worst scene. The worst scene of the whole thing was when the alien was getting tortured. We're like trying to feel bad for the alien and shit.
Did you watch the Ron James thing or no?
Which one?
His newest one.
The movie? No, I haven't seen the doc yet.
What about the Experiencer doc?
With that one dude? Eric Mitchell?
No. It's one that just came out.
Oh, the Dean Alietto? I haven't seen that, no.
I got on my list. I haven't watched it either.
I saw him at Contact. He looks like a pretty astute dude. I don't know though. I've never seen him.
Experience. What's the Ron James doc called or movie called?
The part two he did is called Accidental Truth.
Yeah.
And then it's like Accidental Truth, The Quickening. I don't know what it's something like that.
Yo, apparently he called some dudes out. Like he's calling Lou Elizondo out and shit. Like saying they're fucking paid ops and shit. Like he's calling some people out.
I couldn't agree more with Ron James and every bit of his perspective on that.
If there's some shit I would like some follow up in that doc. He cites some material analysis on some shit, some metamaterials that he had done some studies on or sent out to get studied. And it kind of does, it's like throws it out there. Some kind of metal they drilled into that has some weird properties, and then some piece of metal that came from Russia that supposedly has some analysis done to it. So I don't know. I want to see like more of what came from that.
Any of y'all watch Patrick's Sonic stuff yet?
I gotta load it up. I'm about to
Can't
watch
watch
it.
it.
I paid for it twice. I never got the link. I'm pissed.
What?
Wait, no.
Hold
Like
up.
real talk.
All
Real
right,
talk. I
hit
did it on
me
my
up.
phone.
I'm gonna I'm
DM
gonna
it.
see you on
Yeah.
that. Hit me up, bro.
I want to watch it bad.
You should have just DM'd him, dude. He'd respond.
Yeah, he's cool like that. He'll definitely send you the fucking link.
Oh, I mean, I have no doubt. I'm not hurt over it that
There's
bad.
zero doubt.
Twice.
All right, we got Mr. Reese Smart up here.
Oh boy.
Reese Smart, have you seen
Shit.
Disclosure Day?
Hey. Oh, come on now. Who said, oh, shit? Come on.
Those experience.
I was just, because he's mad because I say you people. Well, okay, I
Yeah,
got
don't
to
you
be
people
careful
me.
about that.
Don't you people
Yeah.
me,
So,
VC. I don't
yeah.
like
Okay.
that shit.
Well, I wasn't you peopling. That was just you people. I wasn't directed at you're not the you people I was talking to. How about that? Anyway, yeah. Okay, I got to be careful. Yeah, I just heard Ron James mention, and I just want to remind everybody that he's the one that had the aborted alien baby picture and got that somehow to Lou Elizondo, and then we had that lady from NASA come in here. You know, I guess who was married to somebody from NASA. She may, I don't remember. She's not anyway.
Al
I commu-
Clark.
yeah, Ollie. Right, yeah, yeah. I communicated with her several times, but anyway. Yeah, there we go. Isn't that weird that would be circulated, sourced from him through her to Elizondo, and then it gets
That's
out.
not what
So,
happened. No. He got the photo from Elizondo allegedly there. You got it.
Yeah, that was
Backwards.
back channeled through that, and then they were coordinating through Burleson, out through Allie Clark with questions during the congressional hearing. Ron James and Melinda Leslie, and a group were coordinating questions through Allie Clark through Burleson during the hearing to Elizondo.
This
now how did Elizondo get the picture? Who did he? Because I am backwards. If you're right there, I
Oh no,
somehow.
I'm 100% on that one, dude. I
Well,
think
that's
he
okay.
got the photo of maybe what was from. It was from a like an auction of photos. I can't
Oh
remember
yeah,
the name
yeah.
of that guy. His buddy came out and said that like the next day or something. He goes, "Oh no, those photos came from such and such a package or whatever." So
Yeah, they came from that originally, but then how did they get to Elizondo? From that guy that had the photos, or from Ron James?
it's not from Ron. No,
Yeah.
Ron got the photo sent to him.
Yeah, it was through like a group chat or something
He's
with
yeah.
Elizondo. Somebody shared him the photo,
Okay.
alluding that
So
it
they
was an
Yeah,
all
you can
saw
alien
see
it.
the
fucking
text.
photo.
Yeah.
They all saw it or something, and he was mutually saw it with the other people. Maybe. Okay. Anyway, it's interesting though how that all spun out, and somehow Ollie had something to do with it too. Like she was okay. See, James, I think, was asking her maybe to withhold that or something, not to bring that out. Like she's the one that sort of outed the picture, but that wasn't through Elizondo telling her to do anything. She had an association with Elizondo, just a meeting with him, but she had interaction with Ron James about that picture before it came out, because I think she's the one that that is the person that got the picture out.
No, Ron released it. Lou Reviews kind of came into that space that night and was like, "Hey, well then just release it. You know, you baited us with this photo," and then he ended up putting it out. But James was going to show the photo. He said he was going to show it to Burleson after that hearing at some like a little after party or something like that. And Lou goes, "No, don't." I mean, this is what how he tells the story. So that's kind of how it shook out.
Well, then what did the girl have to do with any of this? The woman, I mean,
I can't remember her
She was
side of it,
connected to
Vaughn. She said she
Burleson.
met with him.
She was connected to Ron James.
right?
Her
Well,
and
she had
Ron
dinner with
James were
Lou.
friends,
Right.
and
She
she
was
had
Exactly.
in
had
with
dinner with
Ron.
Lou.
Right.
She was in with Ron James. Lou had already showed that picture to those two. When she brought in Burleson, he started to mention it. Lou tried to shut it down so Lou presented it as kind of possibly real to those two earlier. In front of Burleson, he didn't want to show it. She brought that up after he showed the fake pictures in the congressional setting. And the idea was, why is he doing this? You know, it seems like it was self sabotage there.
I think
But
this was
that's
all a
what
play
the
to get the information to Burleson. To be honest, I think a lot of this was whether it was Elizondo or whatever it was, like through this woman Ali. I think a lot of this was trying to get the information to Burleson at the end of the day.
It was a while ago, that stuff, man. At least it feels like it.
Yeah, I never gave a shit about that picture. I mean, how the fuck you gonna prove it? Tell me that was an alien? There's no way.
And Ron James has been caught up in some other stuff too, where he like tried to hype up some shit and preview something, and then it got like
Yeah,
shown
the
on a
toy
podcast, and
soldiers,
then
the
it was like some
fucking
toy soldier shit,
the
bro.
toy soldiers.
Yeah.
Yep. I forgot about that. That's that photo, dude. Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, it definitely came out that it was an aborted baby. So that's the gist of that thing. But anyway, that was interesting. He was in the mix of it somehow, and that lady was with him on it. So I'd have to go back and shit. My memory's not that good. I have to go back and get the details. But yeah. Anyway, James he gets in these controversies, just like you say. Then there's a Toy Story thing too, Toy Soldier thing.
Like a Jaime Musan.
VC, did you watch Disclosure Day?
No, I'm gonna watch. I definitely will watch it, and I probably will like it just because I'm always interested in what Spielberg's trying to put out there, right? And I think he's shrewd in the sense that he's really smart because he saw all this congressional stuff coming up and everything in 23. So he saw an extremely good business opportunity to do a movie and integrate this into the story. And then the end of the movie is something like, you got to listen or something. That's not a spoiler, but I mean, it's just like that's what I've heard is like you got to listen. So he's projecting that out into the future with all this government stuff coming out and everything. He thinks that you know that I guess that's the predictive programming or whatever you want to call it that he's influencing himself in the thing. So yeah, I think he's your god. He's the UFO god, whether you believe it or not. I mean, he's the
I don't
one that
believe it.
created
I don't believe that at all.
Nah, that's Bledsoe, bro.
Yeah, he's old. He's older than Bledsoe, and he and his dad started it. His dad. I mean, when you're being filled with amazing stories and Fate magazine and science fiction magazines stacked 3 feet high by 3 columns of magazines, you know you're in another world, you know. So I think it's great. I mean, he was implanted with all this science fiction from before he could read. So and then he's the most successful movie producer, arguably, at least in modern times, and certainly with the influence on the culture in this field. So yeah, you gotta watch Spielberg because just find me something that he hasn't produced or shown that people have found something separate from that, from any of that imagery, from any of those stories. His stories parallel everything.
VC, watch the clip I just put up there above about religion and what Pasulka said. It's just like 1 minute long.
Oh sure, yeah, love to, yeah.
That's what it is. The movie felt rushed, and it definitely was just to hit the timeline here. It felt rushed. It could have been so much better.
Yeah, I can kind of say that it felt a little flat, right? Experience.
Speak for yourself.
I'm a little flat. Got it.
Yeah,
I might go see it this weekend. It's a long weekend. May go on Friday morning or something.
Get yourself a date, man. Take a little date out, you know?
Experience. What did you like most about the movie? What hit you that said this is a good
Look,
movie?
I'm the wrong person. I am biased 'cause I am a Steven Spielberg fan. I'm a fan of movies, period. Like, I go to the movies regularly. Have a library of movies. Like, I'm a movie head. You throw in Aliens and Spielberg, I'm definitely going to skew it towards the higher end of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Tom Cruise should have played the other experience, or it would have worked.
That abduction scene hit
yeah.
hard
That's
though. That dream shit with the animals or whatever.
all the hands on Gretel.
Instead of hypnotic regression is a little wild.
Ash was like, you know what? Fuck it. It was a good scene. 6 out of 10.
Hey, the Emily Blunt kitchen scene. Period.
I think Emily Blunt put in a hell of a performance.
I like that. On
I just heard Asheville say women belong in the kitchen.
Emily Blunt walking around in the kitchen scene.
She just pops up out of a non.
Well, if there's like two critical things I've heard about the movie, which maybe people would that's seen it would agree to, is that they didn't seem to form like any deep bonds with relationships between the people or with the audience. You know, like you really care about this relationship, or you get emotionally involved, like Close Encounters of the Third Kind. You know, was. And then the other thing is that the ending, some of the effects were too surreal or too almost AI-like, poor, well, just poor, yeah, CGI or whatever the effects were. They just didn't think they were as good as they should have been.
It's hard to compare it to Close Encounters, though, man. It's a top 2, if not number 1 movie ever for UFOs. It's really hard. He was never going to top that.
Was it too typical of a trope to go with the Greys, though? I felt like it was.
That's what he thinks going on, probably. He wants to go with it.
it's the Greys, man. It's the Greys. This was real. This wasn't some Mars attacks thing.
Yeah, but then he punked out the Greys, bro. They were like fucking exhausted by their ships, like in the videos and shit. Like they were kind of looking like some kind of hoes and shit. I was like,
Why? How
damn.
they crashed and they're injured? Why are they hoes? What the fuck?
I'm just saying, he kind of punked
You
him, bro.
got
Like,
into a crash, you hoe. You shouldn't be breathing all hard and shit like you dying. What are you dying for?
Should have had the mantids step out, dude, and pick him up, dude. That's
Word.
support
Did you
for
want
Right? We
sure.
need some support.
did you want the mantids to pop in here? You wanted some mantids instead of Grace?
At least somebody else, bro. Like give us another race, you know? Like give us some Nordics or something.
I
I was
want the
looking.
whole
I
spectrum.
was hoping Jason Sands Crabs people would be in there, man.
Now he said those weren't real. Now I thought
No, the
he gave
blue
me a different.
avians. We need the birds.
Is this a Spielberg hater space or something? Boy,
Oh
Experience is the
God.
Yep,
only one in
experience
here
is leading the group.
defending the movie.
Hey, I say what the
That's
fuck I
right.
want.
Strider's
I'm
in.
a fan.
I like the
Well,
movie, man. I like it.
okay, Zim liked it too. Or I liked it too. Screw you haters. You
What
know,
about the
I'm even happier that you hate it because it's one of Spielberg's biggest openings ever. He's made more money this opening weekend than he's ever made on a movie. So he got your money. So take that, sucker.
Did it? Is that they're reporting? Well, how
Yeah,
much did the
they're
movie
saying
make
it's.
over the week? I mean,
Oh
100,
fuck. Let me go look. I don't know. Hold on.
100 million 4 days.
oh, he cracked
How
100.
much it
That's not
cost?
bad. Shit.
What do you spend on it? Do we know?
No.
That was during the NBA Finals too, and the Stanley Cup Finals. It's a good pull.
fuck the
And the
Knicks?
UFC White House, right? Wait, it came out. Yeah. Well, no, I guess that was Sunday. It wouldn't have mattered for the UFC.
And the UFO tranche release number 3.
The tranche. Is that what you say? The tranche.
It's a tranche. What, you don't know what a tranche is? It's when you release footage of UFOs.
Sim just made up that word.
Nah, man.
That's very Rick and Morty of you,
That's
Zim.
the word they're using,
A
man.
tranche, dog.
Tranche.
Okay, what about the fact that the guy had all these fucking phones as like dispose? Like he just got to come out with all these fucking random phones.
Burner phones?
Yeah, the burner phones. He's like, oh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. He must have had like 10 different phones. Like, come on, dude.
All right.
He's
Here
just
we
carrying
go.
them around.
So, according to USA Today, Spielberg's new alien-themed film Disclosure Day opened with 44 million. That was the first when it opened, setting his record for biggest debut of an original movie and making his return. So then it just says that well, this is still a few days old, so it was like just those few days, it was 44 million. But now it was just like, yeah, I've been seeing it all over Instagram. Like this has been his biggest opening ever for one of his movies. Almost 100 million this weekend. I don't know what it is globally, but yeah, it's already paid for itself. And
Because it had already
um,
opened earlier in the week in the
yeah,
UK before it
yeah,
before it got to us. So they
yeah.
was already making money before the weekend.
I mean, we knew it was always gonna be profitable, though. We knew that.
Oh yeah, I
I mean,
mean,
there's like four
like.
scenes in the movie. They're not going anywhere, so
But like Experience said earlier, like if you and I heard you stations, you were all hyped. There were so many people that were hyped off their ass for months and months about this movie. And anytime you go in with that level of fucking intense, like hype, it's never gonna live up to your own personal
no, you're
expectations.
right.
I just went in thinking I want to be entertained. I want to see a Spielberg movie. It's a Spielberg movie. I'm not expecting real disclosure. It's not a fucking documentary. Was there cheesy shit? Yes, there's cheesy shit in every Spielberg movie. But was there really good stuff? Yes. Was it very intense? There was times I was fucking gripped. I was like you even said, like during the abduction scene and the remembering scene, which is the Hansel and Gretel scene. I mean, that's straight out of Taken. Same thing, like that they use things that like she had said she was reading the book, so then they come to you as characters from the book, just straight out of
No,
Taken.
it was good. It was
Um,
good.
but it was fucking intense, and there was times I was stressed out. I mean, it really, I felt it hit on so many levels, and it was very deep. And if you were looking at the messages behind, not necessarily does this scene make sense or is it realistic, but the message behind a lot of the shit he was doing, there was a lot of stuff going on in that movie. There was a lot being said. And for the normies who aren't deep, jaded motherfuckers like all of us in these spaces, who don't know every fucking thing, who don't watch every drop and every single YouTube interview, and you know what I'm saying? Like the normies, they're gonna lose their shit on this movie. And I think there's other people that are gonna have very serious like communion like freakouts because they might have had abduction experiences their life and not really understand or know it. And it's gonna trigger, I think, a lot of people. It certainly triggered me. I I mean, do I have critiques? Sure. But do I need to share them in here? Nah, not really, because you guys are all shitting on it anyway. I thought it was really enjoyable. Had a really good time. I'd give it a 7.5 to 8. Wasn't the best movie ever, but it's up there for Spielberg movies,
I think it
and
gets
it
the real
did.
world conversation going, just like you're saying. I saw it with somebody
Yeah.
who wasn't even in the topic, and they were like, "Yo, I give it a 8 out of 10," and I was like, "Damn,
Yeah, right. People who don't know anything are going to be like fucking blown away by this movie. They're going to be diving into these. It's like Grush the first time. Grush goes out in the hearings. All of a sudden, we had a new rush of so many people into the UFO community. This movie's going to do that. People are going to come asking questions. They're going to want to know what was real in that movie. What was this? What was that? Can you tell me the scenes? And I mean, but when that last 20, 30 minutes of the movie was so good. I mean, it made up for the flaws throughout the movie. I mean, the actual disclosure scene was amazing. And it's funny to hear people like VC who don't know the movie, didn't see it, but sure have a lot of opinions about it and are trying to explain it to us who've actually seen it, which is so dumb. Like, it just makes me fucking laugh. Go see the movie and then you can really talk about it. Until then, you really can't talk about the movie. You haven't seen the movie, you don't know shit. Like when you were trying to like quote what you thought the end of the movie was, not at all what it was about. You don't even know what the listen was about. So you can't really comment on it. And nobody wants to hear your comments. So, but they're nice, they're polite. Unlike me, I will call you out on your bullshit. But so I just wanted to jump up for just 2 minutes, support the movie, because I felt like this was just a rancid hater space. And I just couldn't allow that any further. I had to make my 2 cents, throw them into the pond.
hell yeah."
Just to respond to
And
Strader,
hold on, no, and before
just
you
just
respond, because I don't care,
respond.
I do want
You
to
said you
say,
were
and it's
going.
good to see you,
Go.
Jesus. Glad to see you hosting spaces again. I miss your spaces.
Strader,
Another
you better get
reason
into this
I
UFO
popped
Twitter
up.
week. Come on, dude.
Ugh.
Come on.
Like host something? No way in hell. I'll show up to some stuff, but no,
You got to get on the panel.
I'm pretty jaded right now on the whole disclosure situation. So the movie was much better to me than what we're getting in real life. And if I hear the word tranche one more time, I'm gonna raunch. It makes me want to throw up. I
Brunch.
hate it. Tranche. I hate that word. It's so ridiculous. Call it anything but tranche.
Ashley, you got shit locked in already?
No, bunch it open. Hit me up. Go ahead, VC. But yeah, experience. We'll get you in.
No, I just want to correct. I would, as I said, I would like the movie, no matter what the criticism of the special effects is widely known at the end, and then the emotional bond with the actors between them or with the audience. And I use the Close Encounters of the Third Kind. So Strader, he's a disinformation chaos agent. He just wants to he wants to rephrase.
Wow, looking in the mirror again.
He's rephrasing the meaning of what my commentary was and everything. And by the idea of listen is just the concept that he finishes at the end where there's no like
Okay.
this is the
VC,
beginning
stop
of the
talking about
thing
something you don't know.
with the aliens.
Go watch the
Don't
movie.
no, don't talk over me, Strader. I'm just trying to
Why not?
explain how you're wrong.
No,
I said I
I'm
was
not
going to
wrong.
watch the
I'm
movie.
not wrong at all.
Well, yeah, you are. You're just a judgmental asshole that likes to come in and express your hate and trolling of VC, and now you're going to talk over me while I'm trying to finish. Just let me finish. So, yeah, I just think the whole thing is that Spielberg is doing. He knew the government disclosure movement's up, and at the end of the movie, he's like leaving it open ended so that you're gonna listen to what from the government's coming out or the so-called contact with aliens, all that, because there wasn't any like interaction with the aliens, my understanding at the end, except their meeting or something. Anyway,
Okay, you're
F
just
you,
digging a
Strider.
hole deeper and
He's
deeper,
my
VC.
resident
I don't want
troll.
to ruin the movie by
He's
telling you
he's my
because,
resident
I'm
troll.
hoping he'll get your money. So go spend your
Yeah.
money, and then you'll be like, oh, fuck, Strader was
I
right. I
gave
didn't know
you
what the
some
fuck I
drama.
was talking about.
Are you
Damn it.
happy?
Damn it, he's right again. Oh.
I want them to go together to see the movie. Wouldn't that be sweet? Wouldn't that be nice? Somebody record that.
Oh,
Straight
yeah.
or
He
VC.
poisoned my popcorn. He'd be the guy next to me with the giant fucking paper bag rattling all his snacks. That's the shit, the only thing that annoys me about going to the movies nowadays. Like Experience was saying, like I love going to the movies. I go to all the good ones with my daughter. I've got quite a few I want to see. It's just the annoying people who don't know how to go to the movie that are sitting next to me. That's the only thing that sucks about the movies nowadays.
Yo, I gotta tap out. I'm falling asleep.
Go see the movie, Desmo. I know you're on the fence. Just go do it.
It's too tired from editing on all those NASA photos.
Yo, Strader, man, it's good to hear you out here, man. Good to be here, guys. I thought I'd pop in real quick and tell you guys my movie experience. I went to the premiere in Austin, and we have this Texas museum, and there's like an IMAX theater. So I get there, and there's like a bar. I'm like, oh, I go get a drink, and then I see like the popcorn. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do that. So I start walking that way. Who do I see in line? But Mr. Jesse Michaels. And I got stuck in the elevator with him last year, contacting the desert. So I was like, hey, what's up? Hey, I'm Jesse Michaels. And then I turn around. Who is it? It's Bryce Zabel. So shout out to Astral.
Dude, that's awesome. I saw
Yeah.
Damn.
that. I saw that you posted about it, and I was like, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool. So shout out to Astral. For you guys who haven't hung out with Astral in real life, he's super cool. So Astral introduced me to Bryce. I hadn't met him. And the first thing he goes, yeah, this is Jiggy. And he goes, why do you go by Jiggy? He's like, why? He's like, I don't understand. He's like got the boomer thing. So he starts ripping into me. So when I saw him at the theater, I'm like, hey, yeah, Astral introduced us, and we started chatting for a minute, and they were cool. I didn't want to bother him, so I left them alone. But yeah, it was badass, dude. I mean, I think for like I'm an '80s kid, so Spielberg is like a god. So it to me, it had that magic that Spielberg brought. So I thought it was awesome for that reason. I mean, I can definitely point out flaws, and I thought it came off a little campy at times, and it wasn't fully fleshed out. But you can definitely tell his researchers, or the script writer, they really knew their stuff. I mean, they went deep, and they integrated. It seems like they tried to integrate everything possible. Experiencers, abductions, psionics, and they kind of spun it into a clever story with the idea of like diving into someone's consciousness, and without giving away too many spoilers. But I mean, Emily Blunt's performance was incredible. I mean, that was pretty amazing. It's just you should
No,
go see
dude,
the
the
movie.
the diving shit was crazy that you're talking about. Like the divings where they're like diving
Right. I
into
thought
their
you would
like
love that,
location.
Astral.
Yeah, no, that was good. I like that.
I mean, that's right up your alley. But speaking of Bryce Sable, I want to give a major shout out and let everyone know he just dropped on his YouTube channel the pilot for Dark Skies, and I love that he's actually starting to drop
Bro, he's about to be on.
episodes.
He's about to be on Jesse Michaels. He's the
Dude,
next guest on Jesse
that's
Michaels,
great. Well,
which is crazy. Yeah.
I just downloaded it from YouTube, and I'm gonna. I it was that was one of the things I never saw it when it came out because it only got aired that one time, and '96 was a busy fucking year for me, and so I just didn't see it. And I've been hearing about it for